everybody. I wanted to put together a quick video about the Wilderness Quest. I know that the winter is just getting started, but I want you to start to think about if the quest is something that is right for you next summer. From August 9th to the 17th, we will be out in a remote wilderness location outside of Gunnison, Colorado. It is a private property that we have access to that's surrounded by wilderness, and it's a perfect place for our wilderness quest. The Wilderness Quest is an important step on your path to becoming a nature-connected coach and a guide. It's not required, and in fact, it's more important that you follow what feels right and true for you than anything else. So really the question is the quest calling you? Is the wilderness calling you? Is now the time to seek solitude and immersion in the wilderness, like a real rite of passage, declaring yourself as a guide and seeking clarity and direction as to how do I show up even more in the world for my community and for the earth and for myself. The EBI quest is really rooted in the ancient rites of passage ceremony, something that is found in all cultures and is also the core to nature-connected coaching, because the ceremony follows the same sequence that you've been learning: severance, threshold, and incorporation. And as you know from your experience so far with EBI, we blend together that ancient philosophy with modern day research and science to help really ground the purpose and intention for why you're doing what you're doing. This is not a physically strenuous experience. We're car camping, and at most you're walking maybe a quarter mile away from our base camp, exploring the surrounding area or finding your solo spot. This experience is a 9-day program. So the first few days we're focusing on severance, really building your intention and getting clear as to why you would go out onto the land for this wilderness solo. The threshold is typically a 4-day, 4-night experience, but everybody's threshold is different. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but there's 3 things that we try to encourage. The first one is solitude and immersion in nature. The second is fasting from food. And the third is exposure to the environment. These are all about reducing distraction so you can go inward, empower your intention, and gain insight into the direction that you need to go in your life. Hearing these 3 things might create excitement or it might create anxiety and fear. Both are normal. The quest is not a small step in your life. It's profoundly transformational. So that anxiety, that fear makes a lot of sense if that's what's coming up for you. Even though that fear or anxiety might be there, the quest is really a beautiful process. And yes, there will be challenge. The wind could be blowing really hard one day. It could be raining or cold or there's bugs. But the goal is to stay focused on your intention and to continue to open yourself up to nature and receive whatever direction and insight and guidance into your life you can. If fear is coming up for you, really sit with that, because there's something very primal that wakes up when you begin to think about and feel the call of a quest. So pay close attention to that. It might not be fear like, oh, I gotta stay away from this, but more of fear around something might be changing inside of me. After your 4-day threshold experience, we all come back, have a big feast together, and we spend the next few days sharing stories and focusing on the return. And the program doesn't end there. We actually maintain contact with you over the course of the following year. We hold video conferences with you, in fact, a month out, 3 months out, 6 months out, and 9 months out. to help you with the incorporation of vision into your life. The quest is guided by Rob Meltzer and myself. Some of you have met Rob, some of you haven't, but you can find his bio on the website. The cost of the program is $1,500, and in order to register, we need a deposit of $500. It's really important to us that we begin to get a good, solid list of people who are interested in this program so we know that it's going to happen. If this is something that you're interested in, please use the link below to let us know. I hope that you'll join us out there. The Quest is one of the most powerful teachers. It was a huge, powerful teacher in my life. In fact, the Quest and learning to guide quests is something that really put me on my path as a nature-connected coach. And I hope for you that it does the same and helps you anchor deeply into your vision and passion.